Hello friends, good morning. It's Monday the 13th of June 2021. Welcome back to another quick garden tour. We'll start in this corner today with the rhubarb. We finally harvested it this morning. Didn't we, Charlotte? Yeah, look at that.
Can you get that knife out?
Oh, the knife is what we use to cut things. So that's done and it feels pretty good. I harvested just less than half of the gooseberries. This side is done. This side, as you can see, is still yet to go. I made 24 jars of jam, and I think I'll freeze the rest of the gooseberries for later. All of the beans are climbing nicely. Some of the red currants are getting color. The black jewel raspberries are darkening, and some of the regular raspberries are just getting bigger. It's going to be a slow year for raspberries because we have had almost no rain this month, and they really thrive in wet conditions. So I don't have high hopes for them this season.
I got some gooseberries for jam.
You got some gooseberries for jam? Thank you. Go ahead and put them in the basket with the rhubarb.
Okay.
Good helper. In front of the frontmost bed, the Mexican sunflowers are doing nice. All of the brassicas look terrific. I've had to stake up the sunflowers now that they're over 2.5 feet tall. I lost one to a varmint, which really made me mad, but that's okay. I still have, I think, half a dozen in here. In the next bed, some tomatoes are past the 3-foot mark and you can see flowers on. The carrot tops look good, but the germination was so spotty. The ground cherries are growing nicely. I still have to separate these to spread them out. The crookneck squash, pumpkin, and pumpkin are doing well. They did finally drop. Whew. So I'm all training them to grow in this direction. From the top down, the early potatoes, I don't understand so well why they didn't come up in the middle. I guess they were bad seedling potatoes. Lottie and I harvested most of the radishes this week, left a couple smaller ones in there to grow. The onions in between are doing nicely, and I'm going to plant some giant zinnias in between, so we'll have a lovely fall harvest of flowers. The sugar snap peas are well past 3 feet, maybe 4, and we've got peas now, so we can snap them off and start eating. In the strawberry asparagus bed, the asparagus is a lovely fern. It's in that part of its life, and the strawberries are mostly done. I think this week is the end, effectively, for the strawberry harvest. The strawberries are starting to send out runners. In the second to last bed, again, peas are at about the 4-foot level. I'm letting the beets space themselves out. The late potatoes are growing in really well. Lots of good vertical growth. And speaking of vertical growth, the Jerusalem artichokes are this tall, just below the boob, a foot over belly button. And these 2 zucchini here need to start getting trained up the stalk. As you can see, they're pretty pliable. I just got to start training and cutting off the lower leaves, and cross your fingers if that works. I've never done it. All of the herbs look beautiful. That's where I'm going to leave it. I could show you some of the fruit in the orchard. They are decently big. Some of them are about that big. We're not golf ball size yet, but we're getting there. Maybe when we're golf ball size, I'll go out and show you how things are. Next week, who knows, we might even have some June drop that I can share. Anyways, the garden is growing very nicely. How are things growing in your garden? Let me know what you're growing. If you like this, you know what to do. And until next week, happy gardening. Bye, guys.
Bye.